Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into some exciting updates that have happened over the last 5 days. We will see what has moved, and I will also show you some of the insights of my TradingView setup. And we will also explore some of the innovative filter criterias for filtering the ideas. Uh, you may want to use those, or you may want to get some idea about it and set up your own filtration criteria as well. So if you are ready to level up your space, your workflow, let's jump right in. So first, let's talk about what has moved in the last 5 days. So I will go on to the RRG chart and I'll share my screen while I'm on the RRG chart. Before I share any information about stock or indices, there are no buy and sell recommendation, folks, just for understanding how the things are. And then, it's not a buy and sell recommendation to anybody. I will also leave a link for subscribing the Strike platform to access RRG chart. And if you use my link, you will get a 10% discount, but it's totally up to you. Um, and I think RRG chart can help you to analyze the trend well in advance. Let's dive into the RRG chart. So I'm on the home page at the moment. I believe there is update going on for the major updates on the indices. So let's see if I can. So you don't see the data over here for different indices because there is work going on, I believe. But what I can do is I can show you some of the indices, major indices, to give you a sense what exactly is happening. For this analysis, I'll be using a daily time frame for covering last 5 days. That was starting from Monday to Friday. We will have the weekly data updated by Monday. So I will cover the weekly status of overall indices on Monday and I'll share the video. Just a disclaimer. Now, I'll put a benchmark as Nifty 500 and I'll select the daily time frame to just give you. Now I can see the data has come up. So yeah, I think there's some work going on. All right, perfect. Now let's look at what has moved last 5 days on the indices. So we can see that there is a slight movement on Nifty reality towards weakening and losing the RS momentum. It is still in the leading phase. As I said, we need to look for a weekly time frame. It's just a glimpse of what has happened in the last 5 days. So 5 days data is equal to 1 week data on a weekly chart on the RRG. So don't get confused. Which time frame do I have to look at it? Always look for a weekly time frame that will reduce the daily noise. And it's up to you what exactly you like it. So whichever uh, time frame works for you, you can select that. But just want to give you a sense. It is not a weekly update. It's a daily update for the last 5 days. You can see the dates over here, right? So let's look at this together. Nifty Auto, it is in leading, slight reduction in the RS momentum during the last 5 days. Nifty Infrastructure, it is near to the benchmark, no significant increase in terms of RS and RS momentum. Those who are watching this video first time, I would like to let you know the x-axis at the bottom gives an idea about the RS, which is nothing but relative strength, not RSI oscillator, please. Don't get confused with that. And then y-axis is RS momentum, which is nothing but relative strength momentum. How much strength that particular stock index is having, and that strength is momentum is giving that strength, right? So let's move on to the next one, Nifty MNC. Yeah, it is having a good RS momentum and RS at this point in time. Nifty Commodity, yes, it is having a very good RS momentum and RS for the last 5 days. Nifty Metal, yeah, we captured this well in advance when it was on a weekly chart. It is in the lagging phase at the moment, so this leading will improve more into lagging on a weekly chart, and probably it will push towards improving, right? So it is in the leading for the last 5 days on a daily time frame with regards to Nifty 500. I just want to make it very clear, so don't get confused. Nifty Energy is in improving at the moment, very steady, not a significant reduction in the RS momentum, and RS is also slightly improved. Nifty Oil and Gas, it was having a tough time, but now it is getting into improving on a daily time frame for the last 5 days. We'll have to see the weekly chart on Monday to see the current positioning on about oil and gas. So I'll cover that, not a problem. Nifty PSE, yeah, it is in improving at the moment. Nifty Total Market, it is near to the benchmark, so I think it's not a significant increase or decrease. Nifty Media, yes, on a daily time frame for the last 5 days, it went into improving. Nifty PSU Bank, it is in improving at the moment. FMCG, it is in weakening on a daily time frame with a smaller tail length, which means not a significant RS momentum and slight reduction in the RS. Nifty Private Bank, a reduction in the RS momentum as well as RS. It is in weakening at the moment on a daily time frame. Remember, folks, and we'll cover on weekly chart uh, on Monday. Yeah, so overall, if I have to summarize what exactly you see, so there was a lag into Nifty IT, but now I can see there is a improvement in Nifty IT and getting into improving on a daily time frame for the last 5 days. So slightly, there is a significant increase in the RS momentum for the Nifty IT on a daily time frame, and Nifty Pharma is also having a significant increase in the RS momentum on a daily time frame. Nifty Healthcare Index is also the similar view, and it is getting into improving. So this is the overall glimpse of what exactly is happening on a daily time frame for the last 5 days. Remember, we will have to look at the weekly chart on Monday to see what is the current positioning, and I'll cover that in my video. So don't get confused, please. So with that, we have covered what has moved in the last 5 days. You can see that you can pause the recording. You can look at which are the areas getting into improvement, which are the indices are having a good tail length, good RS momentum. You can look at that. Now, moving on to the second one, my TV setup. TV stands for TradingView. So I don't do day trading, so I don't have a time because of my professional commitment. So I have a full-time job, so I basically look for a weekly chart always, not a daily chart. So daily chart is something which I don't prefer and I don't look at it. And whoever does that, it's up to you. I mean, it's not. So I'm an investor, so I look for medium to long-term investors. So I look for a weekly chart, and I use a couple of indicators. One of them would be RS by Bharat Traders, and then the other one is comparative relative strength with Nifty. So I can show you that how to pick these indicators and keep the settings or change the settings as per your requirement. And I also use EMA 10 and EMA 30. The one which you see, I believe it's EMA 10. I think, yeah, it's EMA 10. So, and at the bottom, you will see EMA 30 as well, which I think I have hidden it right at the moment. So you won't see those. And then I have, uh, I think it's QU Ultra Pro, which gives the information about the basic fundamentals in terms of what is the EPS growth year on year and quarter on quarters, and then sales growth, and then which sector the stock belongs to, and what is the current market cap, and what is the ROE when it got listed. So all these information that you see. Now I have had given and shared this with all of you on my Twitter accounts. Look at the beauty of relative strength indicator, right? You can ride the journey based on this. Let me just refresh this for a moment, just a minute. Yeah, so it is coming up. So how to find out a relative strength? Just go to the indicator and type relative strength. Yeah, Bharat Trader. You can use this or you can use this. Any one of them would do the work for you. Comparative relative strength, you can use this one or the bottom one with the Nifty 50. And let me show you the settings. Oh, oops. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, this is the settings. So input you can select as a comparative symbol. So you can change the comparative symbol as well. You can put it for Nifty 50 or any particular index that you would like to compare. So let's take an example of Nifty Private Bank. If you want to compare with Bank Nifty, you can do that as well. So you can change that. I prefer Nifty 500, and for the financials, I use Nifty. So when I say financials banks, I use Nifty Bank to see what is the comparative relative strength, and I use weekly charts. So most of the time I use 52 as a period, and then yeah, I mean rest of the settings are like normal. You can look at this. Style is also a simple one. Visibility also you can look at this. So it auto calculates, so not a problem. With that, for this, it's again a comparative relative strength, and you can use uh, Nifty 50 as a comparative relative strength. Slight change in terms of a CRS moving average, the period, and the number of pattern bar that you see over here, right? So the one which you see and the line that is for the Nifty. Let me go to the visibility. Oh, style. Let's go to the style. So comparative. So CRS stands for comparative relative strength. So C stands for comparative. RS is relative strength. So the orange one that you see is the relative strength with regards to the Nifty 50 here up and off this stock. So that's very important to look at it. All right, and you can search this. This is free, but if you are using a free TradingView account, I think you have some limitation to use few number of indicators on a chart. But these are more than enough for you, and you can put a SMA, the volume average volume indicator as well to just give you a little glimpse about it, how the volume trend is for the last 5 days or 10 days or 20 days. So this is how I manage, and I have different watch list as well. So I continue to look at these and study further to see if there are any changes in the pattern. So that covers my TradingView setup. Filtration tools and ideas, I think I've had covered in the past as well. So I use stock scan. Credit goes to the SOIC. They had developed this tool, and I really like this tool personally because it makes my life very easy to filter ideas. And I can give you one of the examples. And I've created multiple screens. The best part is the moment you click, it'll take you to the TradingView page. So it is integrated with the TradingView. So let's say one of the indicators is, or filter criteria is EMA 30 and high volume. So what does that mean? That means I would like to see the stocks which are above EMA 30 and having a high volume. So you can see the filter criteria is market capitalization is 2000, and I have chosen stocks from Nifty 500. You can change that as well. You can select any as well. Volume SMA 5 days. So average volume of last 5 days should be greater than the average volume of last 200 days, right? So you can also modify this and look at those. Close price should be above EMA 30 on a weekly chart. Remember this. So you can play around with this tool if you would like to. Um, uh, and then you look at, you also have a wonderful feature where you can compare the EPS growth for the last 3 years. You can compare the return versus Nifty 500 as well. So these are the comparison that you can do on the column or on the same screen, and you can also export this and do the further analysis. I also use, so this is one of the screens that I use very frequently. You can also use PEG ratio below 1.5 or 1. It will give you the number of stocks. Just want to show you this as well. Let's go to this, right? So right now with the, so market capitalization is 1000, more than 1000 and less than 20,000. PEG ratio should be less than 1.5. EPS growth. So it's similar filters that you use in any other tool, but it is more customized and put it very beautifully. So you just select this and you get a list of companies and do a further analysis of the EPS growth and other things, right? So you can do further filtration out of these lists, right? And you can see on the technical chart as well. So the moment you click here, look at this. This is the beauty. It takes you to the trading view, right? So this is what you can do. And then the other one that I use is relative strength, which I've had shown multiple times in my Twitter X account. Um, yeah, you can create multiple screens. I mean, it's nobody's stopping you. So let's remove this. So let's say the one which I put it today, right? So yeah, you can play around with this. You can remove this, or you can put it like let's do this, right? So let me just you can also add relative performance as well. So relate. Oh, sorry about that. So let's say return. You want to have this. Oh, sorry. So let's say yeah. So what is the meaning of this filters? I would like to find out stock from any index, any sector, any industry with volume, average volume of more than 5 days, right? 1.5 times more than 20 days, last 20 days. And return versus Nifty 500 should be more than 10%. You can play around with this. You can put it as a one as well, more than one. Market capitalization should be more than 2,000. Market capitalization less than 50,000, or you can remove this and keep it one criteria only. So it's up to you. So you get 46 companies out of this, right? And then you look at you can export this, or you can look at the further uh, analysis as well. What is the return versus Nifty 500 for the last 3 months? What is the PE ratio, price to book, EV to EBITDA, and and compare with the valuation metrics as well. So you can do that as well. And then export and do the analysis. So that's how I filter the ideas. I also do a fundamental checks. So I utilize both technical as well as fundamentals, and any momentum, any opportunity in the momentum side as well. So that covers the last part as well. I hope you like this video. Continue to learn. Market will give you or show you different colors, but you don't have to worry about it if you have a long-term horizon. Pick the right stock at right valuation. Valuation matters, but it's not everything. It's one of the major factors, but it's not everything. So you need to keep an eye on that. Use technicals for any kind of riding the journey for the longer duration. You can use that. Use RRG to see where the sector is getting rotated. It's very simple view on a weekly chart with regards to Nifty 500. So these are the things that you can continue to focus. Keep learning, keep finding out the opportunities. That's the major goal that you should have or one should have. And then, keep identifying the sectors, stocks, whichever sector is doing well, you find out good stocks and stay invested. That's my personal thought process. That is what I follow. And yeah, continue to learn and keep enhancing your skills. That's the major goal. All right. Thank you everybody for watching my video, and thank you for your time. Really appreciate, and have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of your health, and Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.